Okay, here we are for DK's Treetop Temple. This is a pretty standard board. It borrows rules from the traditional style of doing Mario Party, which means you have to move around the board, try to get to the star space, and then buy the star for 20 coins. All the other boards play a little bit differently, but we'll get into that later. I basically just explained everything, so I'm not going to worry about getting secrets for the board. Let's just go ahead, get our 10 coins, and roll the dice. And well, I actually get to go first. I actually didn't realize I picked Yoshi and Birdo for this. Not that that's a big deal or anything. Okay, so the first star space is up there. And I guess very quickly I'll go over the spaces. There aren't really that many spaces in this game compared to the other ones. Okay, so first off you have your basic blue spaces. You land on them, you get 3 coins. Red spaces, you land on them, you lose 3 coins. Action or happening spaces, the spaces with the question mark on them. When you land on them, something will happen. It depends on the board and where on the board you land on them. Let's see, you have DK spaces. You land on them, DK will come and do something beneficial for you. When you land on a DK space, afterwards it'll turn into a Bowser space, where Bowser will do the opposite. He will do something that will actually hinder your progress, so that is how that works. And of course, once you land on the Bowser space, it'll turn back into the DK space. Of course, you have the standard star spaces. Get here, you have to purchase a star for 20 coins. You have candy spaces. When you pass by them, you get a piece of candy. Candy is essentially the items of the game. I'll explain the items as we get them. You have the candy shop, which is right here. There's probably another one around here, but I don't know where it is. You go here, you can purchase candy. And finally, we have the lucky space. When you land on the lucky space, something good will happen. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. You can probably tell what it is if you look very, very closely in the background. But otherwise, yes, that's about it for the explanation of the board events. Let's go ahead and get started with the dice roll. First dice roll of the game. 1! Perfect. What an amazing way to start this game. Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Okay. Waluigi got the Slogo candy. I'll explain the candy when the players actually use it. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, that happening space summons a bunch of barrels that will come raining down the ladders, Donkey Kong style, and it will chase you over to this platform over here. And yes, it also kind of takes you out of the way of the star too, so it can be kind of annoying. But now we actually have our first minigame. First minigame of the project. It's going to be a 4-player minigame too. Let's see what it is. Lava or leave 'em? Okay, let's see, rules. Survive 30 seconds among the lava bubbles as more break off from the main fireball. If you fall off the platform, you'll be eliminated. That lava is hot stuff. For controls, you just hold the Wiimote sideways and then move around with the directional pad and press the 2 button to jump. That is how this game works. It's your standard survive for a certain amount of time minigame. This can actually be pretty difficult. It is kind of weird to play a Mario Party game with the directional pad, because for all the other Mario Party games in existence, you've had to use a control stick. So when you're moving around in like this game, It definitely feels a lot different. And I guess I fell off without realizing it. Oh well, Waluigi's going to be the winner. And Waluigi has the weirdest winning animation ever in video game history. He pulls a rose out of his nose. Yeah. I'm not sure where they got the idea for that, but... Oh, well, I guess it makes Waluigi look weird, which it might be the point, but so, yeah, never mind. Okay, let's see if I can get a better roll than a 1. Okay, that's actually quite a bit better. And yay, I got Wiggly candy! And yeah, I guess I'll go this way. It looks like they're not going to try to use the candy right away, which is understandable because they're on the lower path. They'll start using the candy later on, though, I'm sure. Oh, and Birdo's going to use the Springo candy. This candy does is it takes you to another player based on what happens during this little event, so Birdo's going to go straight to Yoshi. Oh, and Birdo got a pretty good candy, the Twice candy. You can probably figure out what the Twice candy does just from its description. And Birdo kind of just screwed me right here. Dang you, Birdo. You suck. So from the look of things, Yoshi actually looks like he's in pretty good shape. Assuming he wins the next minigame anyway. Arnopi's gonna go where we are, so never mind. Now we're gonna be playing another 4-player minigame. Alright, this is actually one of my favorites, Mosh Pit Playroom. Gather all 50 balls that match your panel's color. Ignore your opponents and focus on getting your balls. And I believe you just use the normal sideways controller thing. This is not very hard. Of course, though, your computer opponents can get kind of lucky here, too. Okay, so I have blue. I'm not doing that good right now. Okay, good, I won. That was actually getting pretty close. If I remember correctly, the computer opponents, in terms of difficulty, I believe this is where they're the second most difficult computer opponents. The most difficult being in Mario Party 3, just in my opinion. They are pretty hardcore in this game. Although, again, it kind of varies between like what they're doing and what minigame. Okay, so this is the Wiggly candy. You take 1 candy from every player you pass. I think Waluigi's the only player ahead of me right now, and there's a chance I probably won't pass him, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and roll. And, hold on, let me see the map. I could go get some candy, but... And I'm gonna go ahead and just go the normal way. Okay, I would have actually gotten candy from him, but I'm still glad that I didn't. This way, if he only lands like one space, I can still take it, but nope, 10. And Waluigi's gonna go for the star. Not that I'm surprised. So if you couldn't tell, like, from what you've seen so far, Mario Party 8 is definitely the most slow-paced of the Mario Party games. It kind of drags on for quite a bit, I have to admit. I personally don't mind, though, because, as I think I've mentioned several times before, this game is probably in my top half of my favorite Mario Party games. I don't know if that's true anymore, though. I don't know. Because after playing through some of these games again, I'm actually appreciating some of the ones that I didn't like as much a little more, like Mario Party 3 and even Mario Party 7. So now I'm not really sure where I would stack this in terms of my favorites. And once again, the stupid happening spaces. Nobody is going to get that star from the look of it. Okay, another minigame. Another 4-player minigame. Okay, in the nick of time. This one is actually pretty annoying in terms of the controls. Okay, let's see, rules. Turn the clock's hands to match the image. Whoever gets 3 matches first wins. Slow down your rotation when you get close to the correct time so you don't pass it up. And you just, turn the Wii remote left and right to turn time forward and backward. This game is very, very sensitive, though, so you have to kind of, ease up on your rotation once you get very close. You kind of have to, like, jerk it a little bit. Okay, let's see. Alright, good start. No, other way, other way, other way. Okay, still doing good. Other way, other way. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, dang it. I almost had that. Ah, come on. I had this and I started screwing up. Yes, okay, good. Whew, that was close. I was kind of testing the waters with that. Yeah, so far so good. I'm doing pretty good for the minigame star. Although I'm only up by 10 coins. Which I should probably explain the bonus stars in this game, since I haven't done that yet. Basically, the bonus stars are much like they were in Mario Party 7. There's the minigame star, which is given to the player who wins the most minigames, or gets the most points for minigames. That's more accurate. There's the red star, given to the player who lands in the most red spaces. Action star, given the player who lands in the most green spaces. Shopping star, given the player who buys the most candy from shops. Candy star, given the player who used the most candy. And the movement star, given the player who moves the most spaces. And you essentially get those stars at the end of the game if you met any of those requirements. The game picks randomly 3 of the bonus stars, so you're not going to have all 6 in play, just 3 of them. Unfortunately, you don't find out to the very end, though. And Waluigi sucks because he landed on a DK space, which in this board it takes you immediately to where the star is located. And Waluigi made very, very good use of that. And I believe if you land on a Bowser space, Bowser will move the star. So that is how the two work in this board. You'll find that DK and Bowser kind of work in opposite ways. And here we have a 2 versus 2. I actually love some of the 2 versus 2 games in this game. I can't remember if this is one of them or not. Okay, bumper balloons. We have you and your teammate must pop balloons that match your team color before your rivals pop theirs. Watch where you're driving. Don't accidentally pop your own team's balloons, or the other team's balloons. So yeah, you have to hold the remote like a car, like you would a car. And, or a steering wheel, not a car. You can't hold cars. Except little toy cars, but that's not the point. 2 button to accelerate and the 1 button to decelerate or reverse. So let's see, we're going to be popping red balloons. Dang it! Birdo! Ah, Birdo, that was your fault. I kind of screwed up near the end there too, but like I was trying to move over. Jeez. Oh well. Gonna have to look out for Waluigi though. He's tied with me for the minigame star right now. Plus he has a star, so that's not good. Wait. I wish I knew what kind of candy Yoshi had. And I'll go ahead and use it just because. Aw, 3 little toads. Dang it, I'm not even gonna get the candy. Oh well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use the cannon, why not? Okay, wow, that didn't really help me at all. It actually put me further away. So this board is definitely not going in my favor, but then again, not many of the first boards in a playthrough have. Okay, so Waluigi just used the twice candy, which is basically the mushroom of this game, the super mushroom. No, just normal mushroom. Which takes you, or gives you 2 dice blocks to roll instead of just 1. There's another candy called the thrice candy, which actually gives you 3 dice blocks, which is the equivalent of the super mushroom / gold mushroom. Which Yoshi actually had. Never mind. I didn't even notice that Yoshi had that. It's gonna be a pretty good roll for the dinosaur, especially considering he got another thrice candy. And a bolo candy. And I believe he's going to get the star if he just keeps moving. Meanwhile, I'm alone on this one, 1 versus 3. Hopefully I can get a good game here. Okay, Thrash and Crash.